Excellent. Right, let's get started. Up onto your feet for the warm-up. Okay, we're going to start with setting ourselves up. So feet to hip distance. Just gently lifting the toes, lifting the heels, rocking backwards and forwards, just a little bit here. And then finding that base. Soften the knees, sink into the ground, find that security. Take the shoulders, roll them back and down, and lengthen the neck as we imagine a piece of string pulling and lengthening up nice and tall. Good job. We're going to start with shoulder rolls, nice and small, nice and slow to start with. Taking the shoulders back, waking them up. We're going to bring the elbows in as we start to bring in a greater range of movement, but keep it nice and steady, nice and flowing. Make sure both of the arms are moving parallel together and you haven't got one arm leading before the other. And then start to circle the arms when you're ready. Keep the knees nice and soft, keep a gentle bend. One more here, all the way around. Reach, circle, and back down to the sides. Then we return the other way. So bringing the shoulders forward. Keep the elbows nice and soft. And again, just growing that range of movement, little bit at a time. Gently circle the arms, soften the knees. Reach and stretch. Lovely. Last one here, all the way round. And then we're stepping forward, hand onto the thigh, and we stretch through the back of the leg. So the back leg is extended nice and long. The back heel is glued down to the floor. The front knee is bent. We lean slightly forward, but keep the back nice and lengthened and straight. And the hands onto the thigh, looking forward as you feel that lovely stretch up the back calf. Hold it there. And then release, and the same on the other side. Step and stretch forward. Just hold that stretch. Release that calf tightness. And release. This time the thigh. So come back to standing. Front ways, then we bend into the right knee and lengthen through. Feel that lovely stretch up the inner thigh. Bring the hands to the hips to keep the back nice and straight for this one. Keep the knee bending down to stretch through the inner thigh. Nice and tall in the body. Don't bend with the exercise. Hold it there. Back to center, over to the other side. Straighten up the leg. Both the feet are facing forward. Hold it here. Back to center, and then we move into our side bend. So from here, we're just coming to hip distance, and then up and over, we reach into the side bend and lengthen and straighten in the middle. And again, over to the side bend. Lengthen and straighten. Remember, you're between two panes of glass, one directly in front, one directly behind. Don't twist forward. Keep it nice and tight. Straight over. And release in the center. Good job. Now we're going to come forward and we're going to grab our cans and we're going to use them as our weights. So here we go. Ration weights this is. So we're going to start with a bicep curl. Now make sure you still got that nice grounding. The feet are planted well, the knees are nice and soft, the hips are straight across. And we're going to start with tucking the elbows into the side, just gently, and then curling the hands up towards the shoulders. Now again, anybody with any issues with the wrists or the arms or the shoulders that doesn't need the extra weight work, then just leave the tins out and just work with just the arms. Again, thinking about that precision, make sure that both of the arms come up together. Gently touch the shoulders and release. And with all our exercises, we come up and we control coming back down, both ways. Good job. This time we're coming out to the side. So start with both of them in front of you and then reach and lengthen to the sides. Then we bring them in front again, a little tap towards each other, and stretch and reach. Lengthen that spine as you do. Don't curl down with the cans. Keep that posture nice and tall, nice and strong. Lengthen through. Reach. And extend. Good job. I love how these cans feel so terribly light right at the beginning. There we go. And another one here. This time we're bringing them forward and we're going to pulse them back. So they're straight from the shoulders to start with. Then we're going to bring them back and pulse. 1, 2, and forward. Keep the eyes looking forward if you can. I'm just going to turn so you can hear me. Pulse and lift. So don't lift them any higher than shoulder height. And remember to keep that core engagement there, just to support as the weight transfers forward and back. Good job. From here, next time we hold them up, we're going to keep them held up and we're going to move into a squat. So just a gentle bend with both of the knees, bottom comes straight down, sticking it out behind you, and then return and up. Same again from the side to help. Down and up. Now again, the size of your squat and how long you hold it is entirely up to you. I don't want you to whiz through them. I'm afraid the benefit from the squat comes in the longer you can hold it. But this is week 1. So we'll flow through them for now. Take your time. Good job. One more here. And return. And this time we turn the cans facing upwards. Keep the hands extended as you can. It's the last one, I promise. Into the shoulders, extend. Into the shoulders and extend. Nice and slowly, nice and carefully. And yeah, I bet those cans are starting to feel a little bit heavier. Good job. Good job. Nice workout through the arms. Last one here, and then we're just going to use them as we move into our balance. Last one. Okay, bring the arms down, relax it there, well done. So I'm just going to demo the balance. So what we're going to do is we're going to step forward with one foot. The leg behind is going to come up behind us, okay? And we're going to use the weight to help counter the lift, okay? So we're standing hip distance to start with. Knees soft, core engaged, step forward, soften the knee, then extend the leg behind and allow the weight to come forward and look forward, extend the back, extend the neck and hold. Just going to bring the camera down, carry on with that hold so you can see the leg positioning as well. Again, if balance is a difficult one for you, drop the toe down, bring it away again. Bring it down, bring it down. If you can hold it, the longer the better. And switch. Soften the knees in the middle. Ready. Step back. Make sure you're nice and square and balanced first, and then lengthen and lift. Head and neck looking forward. Hold it there. Keep the supporting knee with a little bend in it, but lengthen right the way through the body. Hold that balance if you can. And lower the feet. We're just going to add one more little exercise. A little bit of fun, but actually really beneficial. Just drop the cans just in front of you at hip distance. We're just going to focus on one of the cans. We're going to transfer the weight to one side, and we're going to place one of the cat feet on top of the cans. And then we're gently going to roll the can underneath the foot. Do it slowly and push through the foot. Okay. Push through and return. So lots and lots of benefits here. There's lots of nerves finishing here. There's lots of pressure points that lead through the body. And if we can release those, all the better. So keep the supporting knees soft and just push through and return. Lovely. Now transfer to the other foot. And again, right from the toes, right the way through to the heels. Push and roll. Push and roll. Last one here. And back we come. Okay, we can pop the cans to one side now. We're going to move down onto our mat. We're going to use our roll down. Now I haven't forgotten to do our setup, our positioning. This time we're going to do it slightly differently. I'm going to take you through the setup on the mat. Okay, so we're going to start with our roll down, and we're going to come onto our mat, then we're going to do our setup. Okay, so coming to the end of the mat, ready to roll down. Feet to hip distance, knees nice and soft, shoulders back and down, neck lengthened up and away. Breath in, inhale, exhale, chin to chest, shoulders roll forward. Keep nice and tight into the body, but take your time nice and slowly as you gently roll down. Keep that gentle soft bend in the knee. And extend and lengthen and hold it as far as you are comfortable. From here, breath in, engage and roll back up. Now we're not going to do a lot of roll up, so really enjoy this one. Take your time with it. Make the most of it. Restack that spine, one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders back and down, lengthen the neck, up and away. And again, breath in, engage, exhale, shoulders roll forward to allow the arms to hang freely. Allow the head to release and relax, and take your time. Because this time, eventually we're going to bring it down onto the mat. But enjoy that lengthening first, right the way through the spine. Feel the weight of the arms and the head stretching through. Enjoy that lovely stretch up the back of the calves. And then bring the hands down and walk them forward as we come into box position. From here, we're just going to take a little cat stretch. So breath in, engage, draw up the spine, allow the head to lower, and push and arch the spine up to the ceiling. And then lower and extend. Nice flat back, nice and supported. And then same again. Push and arch. And then extend and lengthen. From here we're sitting back, and then we're going to come down onto the mat, onto our backs to do our setup. So, just going to bring down the camera a tiny bit. Good job. So relax here on the mat for a moment. Make sure the feet and the knees are at hip distance. Make sure that the shoulders are relaxed. But from here, we're going to do our setup. So we're going to start with our pelvis. I want you to rock your pelvis backwards and forwards. I want you to exaggerate, make full use of the curve of the lumbar spine. Roll backwards and forwards. Feel that lovely push of the spine down into the mat and peel and arch away. Feel that amazing mobility, that releasing of any tension in the lower back. And then we're going to move into the pelvic alignment, getting it ready into neutral. So we start to slow down the rolls. Now I want you to imagine that the pelvis is a compass. The compass needs to be level. It needs to not be tipping up to the north or tipping down to the south. So slow it down until the pelvis is level. The tummy is flat. It should leave you with a just gentle curve in the lower spine, just away from the mat, and hold it there. Shoulder stabilization next. I often talk about relaxing the shoulder blades when we're in this position. Well, I'll talk you through it in a little bit more. So now we're going to inhale and bunch the shoulders up to the ears. Then when we exhale, I want you to relax them down. You might have to lift if your mat's a little bit sticky, and relax the shoulder blade down. Imagine that you're tucking them down into the back of your jeans pockets as low as they'll go, and then relax there. Keep that neutral spine though, don't let the spine flatten onto the mat. Hold that there. Good job. Going to switch on the TBAs now, those transverse abdominals. This time we're going to put on our tightest pair of jeans. As you wrap the tightest pair of jeans around those hips, I want you to draw the belly button in all the way to notch number 10. Squeeze and hold it there. Don't forget to breathe. Hold it there and then release. Bring it to notch number 5, a little bit more comfortable. Squeeze and hold it there. And breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And finally, relax and just gently draw it to notch number 3. That's where we want to be. Just a gentle squeeze and support of the abdominals. Now we're going to pull the zip up on the jeans. As we zip up, I want you to zip and pull the muscles inside up with you. Lift and engage that pelvic floor. Bring it all the way up to level 10 and hold it there. And relax. Level 5 this time. Zip up to level 5. Squeeze those muscles inside. And relax. And finally, just a gentle zip, just to level 3. That's what we want to use, that pelvic floor engagement to level 3, those abdominals to level 3. And we're ready. Those gentle squeezes and muscles are going to support to keep that neutral spine in position while we work the rest of the body really hard. Good job. So we're going to move straight into the one leg stretch. So from here, just bring one leg up to right angles, up to tabletop. And hold it here. Okay. From there, we're going to extend so that both legs are then parallel with each other. Stretch and lengthen and point the toe, and then control as we bring it back to that right angled position. Make sure the shin comes back, the foot lowers, so you've got that really lovely sharp right angle. Control is what it's all about. Lengthen straight out from the hip, so you've still got that gap between the legs. Hold it there. Don't let the spine come out of neutral. Exhale, bring it back to right angles, just above the hip. And again when you're ready. So breath in to prepare. Exhale to lengthen and extend. And return. So this is a nice prep exercise. We're going to use these hip flexors that we're stretching at the moment. We're going to use them later on. And return. Okay, now lower the foot to the floor. Remember, keep the tennis ball behind the knee, keep the right angle, and slowly lower the foot back down to the floor. Good job. This time the other side. Breath in, engage. Up to right angle knee and hold it there. Lengthen and extend. and return. Keep that right angle. Make sure you are precise with those movements. It's that precision that gives us the strength that ultimately builds to the stamina that we need. Lengthen and return. Because the strength in these muscles is going to help to protect them. It's going to help to prevent injuries and keep everything fit and healthy. And return. One more here. Lengthen and return, and bring the foot down. Good job. So from here, we're going to go straight in, no messing about, into the 100. We're going to get it over and done with earlier. Okay. From here, breath in, engage, drawing the ribs to the hips. Remember, squeeze the abdominals to close that gap, not lift the head to shorten. Use the ribs to do it. So there's a gentle curve in the neck. The eyes are looking through the knees, and then the arms are extended, but they're not pulling. The arms have got a gentle bend in them. Don't pull with the arms. Just let them hang around here and just gently pulse. Breathe with it. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Gently pulse. So you know the rules. All of these exercises, it's the same. Choose the level that works for you. If you're happy here, stay here. If you've done enough already, relax back. If you want to take it up, you can bring it up to the double leg lift. Keep that core engaged. Keep that spine in neutral. Same rules apply. Breathe through. Relax through the upper body. Relax the neck. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. There will be some tension in the neck. If there's any pain, then lower down. Come back up. When you're ready, build the strength up over time. Don't overdo it. Take your time. When you're ready, hold it here. Lower the legs first, one at a time. And then relax and lower the shoulders and the head back down to the mat. Good job. Into a full body stretch. Stretch it all out. Reach and lengthen and hold it there. Stretch, 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 and relax there in that full body stretch. Just relax. Nice and straight on the mat. Good job. Stay there for me. So yeah, straight in there with that lovely core workout right the way through. You've gone all that effort to set up. We're going to use it straight away in our exercises. Okay, so we're going to do a new one now. We're going to work on the rollover. Some of you may have done it before. The majority won't have done it. We're going to work on mobility and articulation of the spine, okay? It might look scary, it's not. We've got arms for support here, okay? So if you want to have a look first, then do, but don't panic. I'm going to come to the end of the mat just so that you get a better view here. So we're gently going to relax the shoulders down. I'll talk you through it again. I'm just going to do a quick demo now. You've got two options at least, as with all exercises. So you can start with a bent knee. Breath in, engage. Gently roll those knees up towards the head. Use the hands, you're allowed to. Push gently to push the knees over the head. Keep the weight on the thoracic spine where you breathe. Don't push the weight too far over so that you're on the neck and the head. The weight is only on the thoracic spine. From here, knees are at hip distance. There's a little gap between the legs. And then we slowly lower, articulating one vertebra at a time. Use the hands, use the arm muscles, lower the legs back down. Okay, back to that right angle. That's your option one. Good place to start. If you're ready and you want to extend it further, then we do the same with the legs straight. Either the legs straight or the bent legs. Make sure the feet come together to start with. We go over together. Then as we come back, we open up to that hip distance to bring the legs back over. And as the exercise progresses, we change it around. We start with hip distance gap and we come back with them closed. I'll talk you through as we go. So, back onto the mat, shoulders relaxed down, no tension, no panic, arms extended nice and long on the mat. Breath in, engage, draw the knees up to right angles or extend them nice and long, it's entirely up to you. Breath in, engage, exhale, roll. So the feet are together at this point, the knees are together. Push with the hands if you need to reach over. Keep on the thoracic spine. Don't go over onto the neck or the shoulders too far. It's the neck, you don't want too much pressure there. Then open the legs to hip distance and then slowly articulate. Slowly, slowly, slowly. That might not be so easy. And return either to bent leg or leave them straight. Okay. It takes time to build the control, don't worry. Breath in, engage, roll, and lengthen. So don't take the 2 feet too far away. They don't need to be back here. That's too far. They need to be above you. Open and slowly articulate as we come down. Use that core engagement. Use the control of those legs to return. And again, when you're ready, breath in, engage, exhale, gently roll over. Open the legs, just a hip distance to lower back down. Good job. One more if you want to. If you've had enough, don't worry. Feet together, knees together. They're allowed to touch and say hello. You can always lever, you can lower the legs a little to give you a little bit of momentum. Breath in, engage, push. Imagine that the arms have got concrete blocks on them and use them as your anchor point. Open and lower, nice and slowly, nice and controlled. And then when you're ready, lower the legs down and bring the knees to the chest and give them a good hug. Well done, good job. Doesn't start as the most delicate of exercises, but as you build up, it's really, really impressive using those muscles to control and lift and lower, and that amazing articulation of the spine that we can get. Okay, but take your time. We've got time to build on it. Good job. From here, you'll be glad to know we're coming to one leg circle, not quite so adventurous, okay, but equally important. This is working those hip flexors, the abductors and adductors that move the legs in and out of the body. As mentioned before, they often get lengthened and lazy. We need to strengthen and tone them to make sure that the hips are protected and the knees are protected. So from here, one leg circle. So 2 options again here. So your level 1 is bringing that knee to right angle. We'll start with level 1, okay? And we're going to circle. Now, just to give us an idea of where the legs should be, just gently place the fingertips on top of the knee to start with. Gently take the knee away from the body, out to the side, and then back in. To start with, the circles should only be dinner plate size. It's a very small circle. So if we imagine there was a pencil pointing up from the kneecap, drawing onto the ceiling, we would just be drawing some little saucers to start with. Make sure while we're working that the hips are stable. Don't let them rock from side to side. They need to be rock solid bases and anchors for us. The other thing you need to watch out for is that supporting knee. It quite likes getting involved. It likes to go circling as well. It's not allowed. And circle in the opposite direction. So the supporting knee, using that core engagement, needs to stay absolutely still as well. Again, all about precision and control. Nice and slow. So we're starting small and we'll build up the intensity as the term goes in order to build up the strength. But at the moment, just teaching those muscles how to behave, how to support. Lovely. Hold it there and lower it down. So just the one leg, just the one side to start with. And then we're going to move into a scissors. And then I've got to remember to do the leg on the other side. Okay. So from here, we're going to move into scissors. Again, you've got a couple of options here. So we were working last term on that double leg lift and scissoring. 1 and 2. Okay, if double leg is too much, it works with single leg. You lower and return here. So any lower back issues that are too much, work with the single leg. Double leg, we're lifting and lowering here. Okay. We're going to try and take it up a level if you want to this term. So we're going to lengthen one leg if you want to. Gently curl up the head and the neck and take gentle hold just behind the knee, just behind the thigh. Then extend and lengthen the other leg. Keeping the head and neck lifted, using that core engagement, we're gently going to scissor. We're going to let go of one and bring up the other. They're going to scissor past each other at halfway. Okay, so don't wait until the leg has come all the way up to switch. Let them switch halfway. Extend and lengthen through the legs as you work. Breathe. If the head and shoulder lift is too much, then bring the head and shoulder down onto the floor here and relax back. Okay, can still work. But for the maximum workout, the maximum benefit here, head and shoulders are lifted. But choose a level that works for you. Feel those abdominals working. Strengthening. So they support the legs as they lower and raise. Lovely work for the lower abs here and the lower back as well, that lumbar spine. Really good support there. Using the mat to support. Last one here. Then bring both legs up and then right angle knee and then our usual lower bent knee. Bring the foot down and relax. Whew, nice workout. Bring the knees to the chest here and give them a good squeeze. But we're not going to move too far away. We've got to remember that one leg circle on the other side first. But just release the abs for a moment here. Good job. Bring the feet to the floor. Make sure the core is still engaged. Make sure that the spine is still in neutral, that gentle curve of the lower spine. Before we move into the one leg circle on the other side. Are those shoulders still stabilized? Are the shoulder blades tucked down and relaxed? Breath in, engage. Right angle knee. Gently place the fingertips on top of the knee, just to guide, just to start us off. Keep the shin parallel with the ceiling and draw those lovely saucers on the ceiling. Remember to keep that supporting knee absolutely anchored and still. Keep that pelvis flat and horizontal and stable. Good job. And then circle in the opposite direction. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. You might find you're stronger in one direction than the other. That's absolutely normal. But you really need to feel your way with that and feel where you need to counter and build the strength. One more here. And hold and lower. Good job. Extend into a full body stretch to release all that lovely work. Stretch and relax here. Full body stretch. Gently tuck the chin a little bit towards the chest just to release the back of the neck as well. And just stay there. Well done. So we're going to come up to seated now, and we're going to work on our roll up. So gently come up to seated and come up here. So we're coming towards the end of our mat. So our toes are towards the end of our mat, and we've got a nice bit of mat behind us for our roll up in case we feel like taking it on a level or two. But same again as always. Take your time, choose your level, one at a time. So to start with, we've got the hands tucked behind the knees, level one, neck nice and tall, lengthened. Breath in, curl the pelvis, lie back and make that lovely curve in the spine as if you're relaxing back into your deck chair. And then hold it there. Enjoy the view of the beach, then take a breath in, engage, draw ribs to hips, shorten here, squeeze, and then lift and extend and sit tall at the end. If you're familiar with this exercise, you want to take it to the next level, take the hands to the side, relax the shoulders, roll it down, take it back. So with this exercise, the key is to work at all levels. So start short, don't take it too far back. Little here, little roll back and roll back up. Then take it a little bit further the next time, roll back, a little bit further, bring it up. That way we're working right the way through the abdominals, from the lower abdominals, and then as we build up, we're adding to them. The lower stay engaged, and the upper abdominals help out as well. Now, if we want to, we can start to bring it back even further. Keep the neck and shoulders relaxed, keep them curved. Think about that C shape in the spine. Remember to sit tall and lengthen after each one. But then remember to curl, lie back into that deck chair. Lie back, 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 and if you want to, you can take it down onto the mat. Extend the arms directly above you. Then breath in. Imagine that there's concrete blocks in those feet. Squeeze those abdominals. Bring yourself back up to sitting. And again, relax. And take your time. Don't rush. Try and control the muscles all the way. Breath in, engage, squeeze and lift. Now if coming up from the floor is too much to ask, if it isn't working, keep working on these higher rolls here first. Build the strength up here. Your other option is when you come down to the floor is to use the hands for a little bit of support. But don't rely on them. You can use those fingertips to help you walk you through while you're just learning your way, but try not to use them too much. Rolling back, lengthen, Breath in, exhale, chin rolls up. And sitting tall. And again. Roll back. We say we've got a little walnut underneath the chin here. The chin needs to keep a little bit of a gap from the chest, but not too much. It's tucked nice and neatly, holding that little walnut in place. Last one here. If you've had enough, just fold forward over the knees. Don't worry. Breath in, exhale, roll up and fold forward. Relax here, release all the muscles, relax there. Well done, good effort, really, really good work, well done. From here, we're coming into a mermaid stretch. We're going to start to relax it all out. So from this seated position here with the knees bent, bring the knees down so that they come, so that one leg is in front of you, and then tucked up to the other knee, and then the other leg is back behind you. You make a nice zig-zag shape. And then we sit up nice and tall as we move into the mermaid stretch. So make sure you're sitting on your sitting bones. Find that positioning. You might find it's difficult. If you find you're still, even when you're sitting up as tall as you can, you're still leaning over this way, you might find that later on next week, you might want to tuck a towel underneath your bottom here to raise you up. Tuck it right underneath you and raise you up. Just a little block or a little towel folded. If you find that this is as far up as you can come, then you've got tightness through those hips or those hamstrings, then place a towel underneath your bottom to help you with this one. Extend the arms nice and long either side. Imagine that pane of glass for me. One at the front, one directly behind. Squeezed in between those panes of glass, reach up and over with the top hand, bend into the other arm, and then lengthen up in the middle. Use the glass to make sure we don't lean forward. We keep a nice straight line up and over the other way. Oh, lovely stretch. And extend and lengthen, relax the shoulders in the middle, let them flow and let them move. Everything's just stretching out now. And lengthen. Last one on this side. Now the mermaid does work with crossed legs, so again, if this position doesn't work for you, if you can work in this position, the next one is to just gently fold down over this front knee, the one that the leg is directly in front of you. Just gently fold down as far as you can and just relax here for a moment. And then sitting up nice and tall, find those postural muscles, let's use them. Okay, we're going to switch sides. So release that front leg and bring the other one round. Tuck it in so it's directly in front of you. And then tuck this knee behind so that leg is going away. And then, as I say, automatically you'll find yourself leaning to one side here. This is where we need to sit ourselves up. Straighten up the pelvic bone. Make sure you're sitting on that sitting bone, sitting up nice and tall. And again, bring a towel next week if you need to just raise. If you lift, it will give you that ability to hold the center. Arms out nice and long. Stretch and reach over. Top arm over. Lengthen in the middle. Keep those panes of glass in mind, nice and straight as you come over. Stretch. Lengthen in the middle. One more on each side. And over. Lovely, lovely stretch there. And release. Good job. So from here, we're just gently going to move the legs forward, both of the legs forward, and put the feet together. Again, sitting up nice and tall. And from here, we're just going to work on an inner thigh stretch. Draw the feet as close as you can, comfortably, and then gently use the elbows if you can or want to gently increase the stretch by pushing those thighs down towards the floor. Stretch. So this one you are allowed to lean a little way forward, but just keep the body extended and lengthened while you do it. Push with those elbows to draw open the knees, to draw them down towards the mat. Relax the neck and the shoulders. And release. Good job. Fold the knees here. If you're comfortable cross-legged, if you're not, then just work with them out to the side. Just make sure they're mirroring so both of them are working to the same distance. Link the fingers, stretch and reach forward. Let's open up through those shoulder blades. Lower the head between the arms and stretch and reach forward. Bring up the head, relax the shoulders down, and bring the hands up and stretch and reach above you. Release the fingers, bringing the hands behind you and stretch and reach. Release the hands, and from here we're rolling gently onto our tummies. So from here, tuck the elbows in and the forearms nice and close to the body. Bring the forehead down to the mat to start with. Lengthen the legs at hip distance, and then a gentle lift and curl of that cobra head. So just gently bring the eyes forward and just gently stretch through that lower back as much as is comfortable for you. Gently relax the shoulder blades down towards the bottom. And relax down. Bring the head to one side, and last stretch here. Bring the foot towards the bottom and squeeze it as close to the bottom as you can get it. If you can, reach round for your leggings or your calf or your toes, then you can gently increase the stretch, but don't worry if you can't. Deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And release, and the same on the other side. Gently draw the foot up towards the bottom. Make sure it's coming nice and straight, not round to the side, just straight up to the hip and stretch. Push those hips down towards the mat to increase the stretch even further. And release. As we release the legs here, gently bring the hands round to make a little cushion. And gently relax down into the mat, finding yourself a nice, comfortable position to move into our relax. If you want to be on your side or your back, if you prefer, that's absolutely fine. So relax here. Feel all the muscles that you've worked, relaxing down into the mat and melting into the mat. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. As we just take a moment to relax. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And when you're ready, make your way onto your side. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Make your way onto all fours. When you're ready, make sure the feet and the knees are at hip distance before you roll back up the way we came down. Roll those shoulders back and down. Lengthen the neck up and away. Arm circles to finish. Deep breath in to come up. And exhale to circle. In, reach, out. Last one here. Stretch, reach. Bring the hands round to the prayer. Give yourselves a very big clap. Well done, everybody. Really, really good workout. Well done.